Listen, this one is really funny. One day, 10 men go to the Ganges to take a dip in the holy Indian River. They hold the hands of each other while taking the dip, but they somehow forget to hold hands while coming out of the water. After coming to the shore, one of the senior men asks, "Have we all crossed the river safely?" The remaining men start looking at each other. They are confused. Now the senior man asks everyone to lift their hand up to take a count. He starts counting and takes a count of each person. When the count stops at 9, other men start screaming. They even go looking for the missing 10th man. This goes on with each person counting men up to 9 and missing the 10th man. A cap vendor, who keeps watching the amusing scene, offers help. The vendor gives a cap to each man and asks them to wear it. The men are confused as to what is happening. The vendor asks the senior man to gather all the caps, including his own, and count them all. Everyone is surprised and happy to see 10 caps. The silly men credit the vendor to have helped them find their missing member and believe it to be magic. The vendor charges a good amount of money for each cap and walks away happily. But what has really happened? The men forgot to count themselves and hence, the number was always 9. The story of Mischief Timmy. Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Timmy. Timmy was always getting into mischief, but his parents loved him dearly. One day, Timmy decided he wanted to play a prank on his parents. He waited until they were both out of the house and then he snuck into their room and hid all of their shoes. When his parents came home, they couldn't find their shoes anywhere. They searched the entire house, but they couldn't find them. Finally, Timmy couldn't take it anymore and he burst out laughing. His parents were confused at first, but then they realized what had happened. They couldn't help but laugh too. Timmy's parents decided to play a prank on him in return. They told Timmy they were going to the store and would be back soon. Instead, they went to a toy store and bought a giant stuffed teddy bear. They hid the bear in Timmy's room and waited for him to come home. When Timmy came home, he walked into his room and saw the giant bear. He was so surprised that he jumped and let out a little scream. His parents burst out laughing from their hiding spot. Timmy couldn't help but laugh too. He realized that he deserved it for playing such a silly prank on his parents. From that day on, Timmy and his parents had a great time playing pranks on each other and having a good laugh. They all lived happily ever after. The end. Why cats are lazy? Here is the story. Once upon a time, there was a lazy cat named Felix. Felix loved to sleep all day and would never do anything that required effort. One day, his owner decided to take him to the vet for a checkup. When they arrived, the vet gave Felix a thorough examination and declared that he was in perfect health. But there was one problem. Felix was overweight. The vet told his owner that he needed to lose some weight or he would develop health problems. Feeling guilty, his owner decided to put Felix on a diet and exercise plan. But Felix was not happy about this at all. He refused to do any of the exercises and would sneak food behind his owner's back. One day, while his owner was at work, Felix decided to take matters into his own paws. He snuck into the kitchen and found a bag of cat food. He ate the entire bag and had the best nap of his life. When his owner came home, he found Felix passed out on the floor, surrounded by empty bags of cat food. He couldn't help but laugh at the silly cat. From that day on, Felix's diet and exercise plan went out the window and he lived happily ever after as a happy, lazy cat. Chuck. Once upon a time, there was a chicken named Chuck. Chuck was no ordinary chicken. He had a dream of becoming a stand-up comedian. But all the other animals in the farm laughed at him and told him that chickens can't be comedians. Undeterred, Chuck decided to prove them wrong and began to practice his comedy routine every day. He would tell jokes to the cows, make puns to the pigs, and even do impressions of the farmer, but no one seemed to find it funny. One day, the farmer decided to take the animals to the county fair. Chuck saw this as his big chance to finally showcase his comedic talent to a wider audience. But when he got on stage, he froze. He couldn't remember any of his jokes or puns. Just when he thought it was all over, an idea came to him. He decided to do something that no one would expect from a chicken. He started to tap dance. The crowd was shocked and delighted. Chuck was a hit. He was even offered a spot in the traveling circus as the tap dancing chicken comedian. From then on, Chuck traveled the country and became a famous comedian, proving that with determination and hard work, anyone can achieve their dreams, even a chicken. Come back for more funny stories.